the YouTube page open, so I mean it says we're live, so hi.
Hi. Are
Can
we
you
live?
Can you guys see us?
Can you hear us?
Who says that? I feel like it's from somewhere.
I don't know. Somewhere creepy, probably.
Oh, happy to have you here.
Yay.
Thank you for coming. Do you know what I actually had from after the last show? Stroop waffles. Stroop waffles after the last one. Oh, I forgot to do this. Sorry.
I had already opened mine in preparation.
Yeah, the same one. Oh, very much not sponsored, but wouldn't oppose.
Not sponsored by Coke. We're not that big.
That'd be nice, though. Free Coke more than anything else.
God, yeah. I spend a small fortune on the stuff.
Right? What is happening? Wait, I have too many things here. There we go. It's just too much. Oh my god.
Marina says we both have amazing hair. You're fretting over your hair, but it's great.
It's because it's still wet, so it's acting really well. It's damp. It's acting real weird and annoying. Settle. It's like just all like alive. Like I'm here now. I'm over here.
So after getting mine cut, like I can't. It's got nowhere to go. It sits where it sits.
Could probably never relate.
It goes where it's supposed to.
Oh.
And it's finally the color it's supposed to be as well.
Oh god, please don't be jealous. It's a fight. It's just because I washed it today and I haven't slept in them yet, so like in it, I guess.
In them.
In them. I mean, there's multiple. We have many conversations.
Curly hair problems.
Yep.
Nodding if I can relate. Yeah.
It's just like literally like one day after and you're like, uh-oh. So thank you for joining. If you haven't been on any other episodes, we're literally just chat stuff, hang out. This is very low key, just like Friday chats. Everyone's probably a bit tired, so we're just like low key vibing. This is the vibe.
Just hanging out.
Like last time we spoke just about food.
For 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah, like it's just so crazy. Like some of the topics you think that we would have more to talk about, but then like no, food, 2 hours. Sounds about right though. And today we want to go through some of the personality tests. So we're gonna do, I think that's 16.
I don't actually know what it's called. I just know that everyone seems to know what
the website that I've gone for just is called like 16 personalities, but like, sorry, this is annoying me so much. I wish I had like a clip. Okay. we're just gonna, I'll just sit like this. Oh, like, you know, back in like okay.
Could you like tuck it in your glasses so it like
I can just like tuck it in another curl behind me. There we go.
You got it.
Yay. It's just as annoying when it's in my vision. I don't like that. Anyway, so we have that and we're gonna share the screen, and if you have another like device with you or something, then it would be cool if you did it next to us. But like also if not, we'll just talk about like what we're picking, and after that, like if you have any suggestions, we can do that too, because I now apparently know how to screen share this. Hurrah. MBTI test. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Or Myers-Briggs.
A combination of 4 letters sounds about right. That's all I know about it.
Yeah, but I've actually like had a quick look just because I was like setting up so I don't have to like meddle with this later. But I was looking at it, it's actually looking way different from the time that I took it, which was, I think, years ago. So now it says it only takes 12 minutes, and I remember mine taking way longer. And it's like, I think, like a new website. So we'll see. I can't remember which one I was, but if I get the same one, it will pop into my head. I think it was like, was it like an advocate or something like that? I can't remember now. So personality psychologist isn't at all based on research, so take the results with a grain of salt. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I remember studying that in psychology. I remember, like, it was very interesting to see like all of the takes on it, but it's basically the same as IQ. Like, I feel like IQ test people also take it a bit too seriously because it's a very particular
I've
judgment.
just found what I was last time because I knew I'd saved it somewhere on my phone.
How did you find that? I have so many things like, oh, hello. Wrong side.
I knew exactly where it was, and it wasn't actually saved in my phone. It was a conversation that I had with someone on Instagram, and I knew exactly what the person's username was, so I just went and found that chat that I had with them. I was an INFJA. I don't know what that means, but that's what I was.
Now thinking, am I on the right like website? I'm not sure. But we'll see. If not, we'll try another one. We have like as long as we want. And since I will be screen sharing, Jade will probably be reading the comments because if I share the screen, then it will be
like screen shareception.
Yeah, like I'll start now and you'll see what I mean. Although I could choose no, because I have two things. Okay. Inception. Okay, so I'm good. So you hopefully just see the two screens now, yeah?
Yeah, and we've got us on the side as well, so don't think that people can't see because they can.
I can't see us now, but like I trust that.
I can.
Yeah. Can people see the screens, like the two personality sides?
So of course she's got two up because we're both going to do it like at the same time.
Yeah. So see, this looks different than the time that I took it, at least.
It looks familiar to me.
Maybe I just took it way back. But it seems like it's the same questions. They're not jumbled about, so that's good for us. Good. Can people read it okay? I mean, we're going to read it as well, but...
They're saying yes in the comments. They can see it's all looking good.
Okay, so shall we just roll on? I have my drink. Hope you guys all have your drinks.
Why am I nervous?
I mean, I didn't look at the questions. Maybe they're like super...
This is going to expose us. Like you're about to learn about us on a really level.
So we're supposed to be like, be yourself. Answer honestly.
Yay. Sometimes.
And try not to leave neutral answers. So neutral would be in the middle. But I see like sometimes, I guess, like... So it's like +3 or -3. Anyway, so the first one is you enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. It's so weird not seeing your face, though. I want to see your reactions.
Why don't you put it up on your phone or something as well so you can watch?
It'll probably lag a bit. It's okay. So, we need to pick a side. Yours is going to be on the right. Mine's going to be on the left.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you strongly agree, disagree?
I feel like I'm probably more of an agree than a disagree because I'm definitely more of an extrovert than an introvert, I think.
How much do you agree? 3 points?
Definitely not a full 3 points because I can't deal with like parties every Friday. No, thank you. I'd probably be a 2, a +2, I think, for me.
Oh God, I don't know. This is so hard because it like entirely depends on a day and also on the people.
Yeah.
It's so hard already. Great. I think this is weird because you see, if the question was worded like, "Do you prefer?" then it would be no, because I prefer smaller gatherings with people that I know.
Jay, do you have any mods on your chat?
What?
In the chat, there's a person that's just talking nonsense. I don't know if you want to go and just block them quickly.
Oh, wait. Okay, I'll stop the sharing for a bit.
I don't know if anyone's here that you might want to make a mod or not, because they're just.
Oh, I think I did know.
Yeah, you've done it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry. No, I think Bunny is the only one, but I don't think she's on here today. Sorry.
I'll just let you know if anything else pops up. It's
yeah. Fun. Anyway, swiftly going back. So yeah, if it would be like if you prefer it, then the answer would be no. But do I enjoy it? I'm gonna go with 1 as a yes, but
yeah.
I would. It so depends. Not with COVID because I'm too paranoid.
Oh god, yeah. We're assuming here that if the world was like A-okay.
Yeah. Okay, question number 2. You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. Oh god. I'm gonna go with 3 and agree.
Full on +3.
I mean, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back and say 2 because I don't usually go for unrealistic, but I do reach.
No, I think I'm very much a realist. Like I think it's really like a waste of time to explore unrealistic possibilities because like you're just gonna let yourself down. I'm very much the sort of person that's like, if you aim low, you can't be disappointed.
Yay.
So I would honestly probably be like a -2, not quite a -3, but a -2.
I'm like, I think I jumped a little bit because I didn't put a lot of stock into a realistic part of it.
Yeah.
Because you know me with my projects.
Yes. But they're not unrealistic because you work really hard.
Because I still have some I don't have unrealistic dreams. I just have dreams that I'm not working on. And that fact is making it unrealistic. But I'm still going to put 1 because I definitely dream about stuff. But I don't spend a lot of time on those ones, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm still going to agree just because it's something that I do. Okay, your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas than a detailed itinerary.
Full 100%. I'm a +3 on that. Yeah, I don't make plans.
Oh, really?
No, I will just wing it. Like getting to the initial place, like, yep. But like once I'm there.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for 2 on that one as well. The planning, the transport is usually where I like this and this and this. But again, also once I'm there, I'm just like, I don't have the energy to plan. Which is probably not the best thing, but like I do have a rough list though. So that's why it's not a 3. Like I will have like an overall like during this trip I would like to see these things. That's as far as I go.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's only because of my migraines. I don't know how much my planner would like emerge if I just knew that, oh, like I could do it no matter what. But I'm taking out from the previous question. I was like, oh, if you aim low. That's where I kind of shine in this traveling sphere.
Olive is saying that she definitely over plans.
Oh, really?
Sarah has everything printed 3 times. Definitely travel like that.
See, but like that's really fun to travel with someone like this because then you're like making the best out of it. Unless they get you like angry if you don't follow it, then that's not really nice.
That's a good point. Have someone that can like plan and make sure you actually get everything done.
Yeah.
They enjoy the planning and you enjoy the like kind of laid back approach. That make very good travel companions.
Yeah. You often think about what you should have said in a conversation long after it has taken place.
+3. Yep.
Really?
All the time. I will replay a conversation in my head so many times and be like, damn it, I should have said that. Why didn't I say that? Or like I'll be having a meeting at work or something and then it'll be like 2 hours later and I'll be like, damn, I didn't raise this point. Why didn't I say that?
I'm gonna disagree very strongly.
Really?
Yeah, it's because I speak my mind like a lot.
Oh, see, I'm not interpreting it like that. I don't think I'm not
No,
interpreting
that's what I mean though. Like
in-
I don't like blurt it out. Like I think about it, but I will say it tactfully. But that's why I don't always have that like looking back at it moment, because I kind of said what I wanted to say, if you know what I mean.
I get what you mean, but yeah, that's not how I'm looking at it. Like, if in
Yeah.
a conversation, I won't hold back on what I want to say. Like, if I have things that I know I want to say, I will say them all. But it's more of a like,
Why do you look back at that?
I'm thinking more like light-hearted, I think. Like a conversation that at the time I wasn't really thinking too deeply about, and then a couple hours later it will just pop into my mind, oh, you meant to ask that person about this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I forgot that I meant to ask them about this thing. Or
See, I just don't put like I get what you mean, but I just don't think about it. Like it's not something that would take my mental space. If I remember that I want to say something, I'll just message them like the moment I remember. So I just don't think about it.
maybe I'm thinking out about it
Like how we're just changing each other's.
too much in a light-hearted way. Maybe because it is often. I don't often think about it. I don't sit after a conversation and like dwell on all of the things that I should have said. But like I do fairly frequently find myself thinking after a conversation, oh man, I meant to tell them about this thing.
I don't even do that kind of like I don't even go back. It's just a strong disagree for me overall.
Maybe change mine to a +2 then.
Okay. What are people in the comments
I still
saying?
definitely do it.
Yeah.
People are agreeing with me.
Yeah.
Overanalyzes every conversation she ever has.
Oh, it's Cody here. Wait, let me like.
Yeah.
Oh, we.
Stop.
It's so weird because I feel like I'm speaking, but I'm not looking at you, so I'm just like looking. Like I feel so weird.
Adventures of Snow said, yes, when you replay conversations before bed, etc., and it keeps you up at night, or if I forget.
I know that it's a thing. I know there's like the whole like meme about like, you know, your shampoo bottles, like listening to you winning an argument that you had previously in the shower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And like my personality, I feel like I should technically have that, but I absolutely don't, which is weird.
It's a good thing though. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not complaining about it, no.
When I agree with it, as I say, I don't think I'm sitting with the overanalyzing conversation. It's more of a I'm a forgetful shit, and we'll be like, God damn, I meant to say that.
Even if someone is like overanalyzing, like it's not something bad, you know, it's very human, I think.
It is. A lot of people do it. Yeah. Brandon Phoenix said they're bad at replaying conversations. Yeah.
Okay. Next one.
Yep. What's next?
If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not try to solve their problem.
Outwardly, I will try and support them. In my mind, it's very much, how can I fix this?
Same. I'm very pragmatic when it comes to it's like, oh, it's a problem. What's the solution? But I know that like people sometimes come to you like not because they're seeking the solution, is because they need to vent or they need to talk about it.
Something off their chest. Yeah.
So I kind of agree with you. That's why it's hard to answer, because I will never jump into it unless like I know someone would like me to do it.
Yeah.
But I do also really go to like, oh, how can I help? So it actually like helps the actual problem.
This is a hard one.
Because this is your first instinct, which would be
I think my first instinct would be probably to try and solve the problem, but then I would fight my own instinct by saying, keep that bit to yourself for now.
Yeah, exactly.
Support them emotionally, and then when they're ready,
I think the first instinct for both of us is like make sure that the friend's okay before you even think
before you even think about anything. Yeah. It's like, depending on what the problem is, are you safe? Do you need anything?
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking that's more emotional. So I'm gonna be like agree, but 2 points. Just because of all of the nuance.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree as well, but probably 2 or +2 because
Yeah.
my brain is still gonna be thinking like I still
Yeah.
want to fix the problem.
Yeah, it's difficult to switch that off.
Yeah. Sarah said, "Why can't it be both?" I agree. Can we be there for them emotionally and fix their problem? That would be great.
It's because these questions are hard. We're still on page 1. 12 minutes, my ass. Lies. People,
Kelly Reeds has just said, "Yeah, I'm not the touchy-feely friend, more of a right. This is what we can do sort of person."
I can be touchy-feely. I just still go for like, how
Can
can I
you?
solve this long term, which is not always the best thing to do as well.
Yeah.
Okay, people can rarely upset you. Strongly disagree. I'm not thinking trolls. I'm kind of thinking of,
It really, really, really depends on the person. Because, like, if it's someone I'm really, really close to, they could do something really small and it would really upset me. But if it's someone that I'm not, they could do something way bigger and I'd be like, I don't care.
Well, yeah, of course, but you have to go overall. People.
The human race can upset me, yes.
They can do.
I'm gonna go with a disagree, but to a 0.2.
Yeah, I would even go even 1 for you, but obviously you're answering yours, so you choose.
I'm trying to put it into perspective of like what people have done to upset me. And I mean, like, considering I was literally crying to you yesterday, I feel like I can't lie.
Yeah, but
Abby Day depends on the time of month, to be honest.
That's very true. Very true.
That is very true. Okay, thank you.
That a lot. That's why I cannot be like on some social media platforms. I just get upset too quickly. Or angry.
Yeah, I think I definitely have a thicker skin. Maybe I am a -1 then.
Yeah. Oh, a thicker skin. Check you out.
You know how I mean. It's Cece's just said it depends on your emotional state anyway as well. So like how you are, what time of month it is, what the person is, what it is they've actually done. So many things to consider.
Yeah, for sure. And also like the level of upset. Like sometimes you'll be upset for like months and then sometimes you'll be upset for 3 minutes. But I just get upset easily, I think.
Oh, Caitlin's doing it along with us and she's already finished the test. We're just taking too long.
Well, I mean, we're conversational. It's fine.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
Okay. I'm like missing all of your face cues. We often rely on other people to be the one, sorry, Coke, to start a conversation and keep it going. Oh my God. Not at all. I'm usually that person.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with a disagree. I won't shut up.
That's why we keep talking over each other all the time. But that's honestly like most people in my life. I don't find it annoying, but I know a lot of people do.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go for a strong disagree.
Cool.
Cody feigns shock at G.
What are other people saying?
Ataline, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Ataline said they get annoyed easily, but upset is different. Going back to the previous question, which is another good point. And Courtney said the human race has done a lot of upsetting lately.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. No, I get upset. Like even if I get annoyed, then I get upset at myself for getting annoyed. So no matter
when I get, like really angry, I tend to cry because I feel stupid for being so angry about it.
Yeah. Jesus. Just behind the computer. Okay, moving on.
Yep.
If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. That is a dumb question. It depends why you put them on hold. If it's like mental health.
It depends what the plan is in the first place.
Yeah.
Like if it's a plan to go out for drinks with a friend and I need to put it on hold because a family member is sick, like no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's such a vague, weird, but also specific question.
Yeah, but then if it's like career-related plans that you need to put on hold because of something else going on, then yes, but I'm very career-driven, so I don't know.
I am gonna say I'm just like I don't like things being undone. So I will, no matter what the plan was, like no matter what the reason is that I'm gonna put them on hold, I will get back to it.
Actually, thinking about the question differently and putting the difference between cancelling a plan and putting a plan on hold. If I put a plan on hold, it's because I know I want to get back to it. Otherwise, I will just full on cancel.
Yeah, like I think so.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
I think I'm gonna agree.
Which one?
But probably only to a 0.1.
0.1. Okay.
Yeah.
What are people saying?
Talking about crying when they get angry.
Oh.
Also cry when they get angry.
Oh, it's
Angry
so
crying, such a curse. Crying whilst angry makes me more angry.
I know, and it's so annoying because sometimes I just want to be angry, but the moment I open my mouth, if something happens and I start crying, I can be angry and not speak and be fine, but the moment I open my mouth, or same goes with like gratefulness as well, or if someone like really helped me with something and I'm really grateful or just really touched, I can beat that like normally, but the moment I open my damn mouth, I'm gonna like my body just betrays me and I start crying and I hate it.
I hate it. I've had it a few times in the worst possible scenario when I've been at work and I've had like a meeting with someone that's really wound me the wrong way, and then I've bumped into another colleague like in the stairwell or something and they're like, wow, are you okay? And I go to express my anger and just burst into tears. I'm like,
I know, it's because
I'm just angry.
it's so annoying because it instantly like makes you, because of that, so society's view of crying, that makes you weak. And then especially because we're women, then that adds to like, oh, look at her just not handling herself. It's like, well, I don't want to cry. My body is crying, ignore it. But like it's hard. It's hard. And like I always used to get that as a kid, and my family always like were just like, stop being so emotional, like it's not going to be healthy for you if you just keep like letting yourself to be so emotional, which obviously like retrospectively like, yeah, it wasn't it wasn't like, look at me now, I'm like emotional and stuff, but I couldn't, even as a kid, I just couldn't, and it was so annoying, like because it would upset me even more. It's odd.
Yeah, people are just agreeing. Hate crying in front of others. I get really angry. I hate talking when I'm angry.
Because I don't feel weak, but people like look at me as if I am because I'm crying, you know?
I want to be more like Tracy. When Tracy gets angry, she laughs.
Oh, that's like a delirious, like when I get like super like, like, oh my God, this is ridiculous, I'm so angry. I'll laugh then. That's like a full-on like crazy person. Like
oh. Yeah.
All right. You rarely worry if you made a good impression on someone you met.
I'm gonna go straight up for an agree, but +2. Not fully. Sometimes I worry, but most of the time I don't give a rat's ass.
I'm gonna go with a small disagree. I do. I don't worry. That's why I'm staying with small one. I don't worry, but I do hope, I guess. Depends obviously on whom, but
Yeah, it really does.
About people. I just care about people.
Obviously, I want to make a good impression if it's an important thing. Like, I want to make a good impression on my everything about me comes back to my job. I have a problem. I want to make a good impression on my colleagues. Like, if I have an interview or a meeting, I want to make a good impression there. But like,
See, that's interesting.
Otherwise,
To me, it doesn't matter. Like, to me, it literally doesn't matter what position they hold, or like if their job, or like a person on the street. I always just want to be like polite.
oh, I think there's a difference though between just knowing that you're a polite person. Like, I won't go out of my way to be rude to people.
No, of course
I will
not.
be entirely myself, but then I will never again think about, oh, I wonder what they thought of me when they first met me.
Well, not obviously, if not, if I just bump into someone in the street, but if it's like a conversation with someone, like another bookish person or something, then I'll want to have a good impression, just because like I feel like I always like look at people and I'm like, oh, are you possibly a friend? Are you a friend? That kind of thing. I don't know. Like you like expect the time, so that's I think like it's always driven like by friendship thing in my head.
I get told by a lot of people that the first impression that I give out is usually quite intimidating, which sucks.
I got told that.
It's never intentional, but apparently that's just what I am. And
we just have resting bitch faces, to be honest.
Yeah.
What are people saying?
Akio Ali said, I'm a please be my friend kind of person.
Yeah.
Next, the only time I was worried about making a good impression was meeting my boyfriend's parents. Usually I don't worry about it. It's a good point. I can't be someone else. So if people don't like the first impression of me, I'm not going to change it. Good point, Sarah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I don't like
Harry said, I hope the cashier that I will never see again liked me. I like that. Adventures of Snow, it's an agree, but it never occurs to me to think about it. Disagree, but depends on the situation.
Yeah, like I will never act differently from who I am to make a good impression, but I always will hope that I did. I
just don't think about it very often.
I definitely don't sit and think about it like constantly, but it's just a...
I definitely rarely worry, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, that is how the wording is there.
Yeah.
I misjudged this. I'm gonna put it on neutral. Don't worry.
Neutral answers.
Well, I'm gonna disagree on this one. It's just because I don't worry. It doesn't cause me anxiety or worry, but I do wish. So I'm gonna leave it just on neutral and move on.
Fair.
It would be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself without feeling bored.
Strong disagree.
Yeah, like these people clearly don't have videos to edit.
That's hard. That's not really even a question. A weekend by myself is a dream.
Also, like I feel like everyone after the quarantine are like well versed into being somewhat.
We know how to entertain ourselves.
Yeah, just like being somewhat alone, you know, like it's easier.
Yeah.
You're more of a detail oriented than a big picture person. Oh, hard. Depends on what. Like work, detail, life, maybe big picture. I don't know. Hard.
I don't know either. This is tough.
What are people saying? Help us. We don't know who we are.
Just saying a weekend by myself is an idea of bliss. I think the chat is still responding to the previous question. Sounds like a dream. Yeah. But I don't know about this detail-oriented versus big picture. It depends on the circumstance.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is the challenge to just think overall. Oh, oof, this is hard. This is like the hardest one so far.
It very much depends. Again, like you said, I'm probably more of a detail-oriented person at work, but it doesn't help that my job is very detail-based. Like I don't really get involved in like base plans for things. I'm generally the last set of eyes on something at work to pay attention to the details. But for myself, for my life, like thinking of, say, my YouTube job instead of my like actual career job, then I'm definitely more of a big picture person, and I'm not so detail focused there. I think I'm gonna disagree, but to 1 degree.
Yeah, this is so hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree, but to 1.
The chat have got thoughts on this now. Alioaki is a big picture person. Ataline, sorry for pronouncing it again, says, I don't understand what to picture when answering the question. So it's a good scenario.
Yeah, it's so depending.
Paperbacks and planners is detail oriented all the way. CC, big picture for the ultimate goal, but need details. Kerry said the big picture is too scary, smaller details are comforting. Go Geek says, I have a general idea of how I want things to be in life, so I won't get bogged down with how I get there as long as I do. I think that's a good outlook, and I think that's probably more my outlook. Like, have the big picture, you'll get to the final goal eventually, just plod along.
I think overall, if I'm taking everything, I'm more detail-oriented than the big picture. A lot of the time, like, I'll have the outline of the big picture, but I have, like, it's the path to me that, like, is more important, I guess. Not the goal, but how you live towards it. It depends.
Cody,
I'm just gonna go with one towards agree.
Cody's a detail person. Akio Ali said, I don't focus on the details. They'll figure themselves out. Again, I think that's good. Yeah, I'm sticking with my disagree. I'm going to be more of a big picture person.
I'm going to be a detail-oriented one.
But only to 1 degree, because we can't make...
Yeah, because this is too vague. We're going to get something like, oh, you guys just don't know.
Yeah.
You are very affectionate with people you care about.
It's gonna be a disagree from me.
How much?
Very affectionate. To be honest, probably a 2. Like, I am the sort of person that, like, I went through such a long period of my life where if me and my mother hugged for more than, like, 3 seconds, it was weird. Just weird.
We don't hug in my family. We don't say I love you in my family. We know it. We just don't. We're not touchy at all in my family.
Yes, exactly.
We make jokes. The only, like, if we're talking affectionate as in, like, cuddly.
That's how I'm reading it.
Because, like, that's what kind of my answer kind of depends on the definition of affectionate here. Because I will, like, for the people that I really, really care about, I will tell them that I love them. I will be very supportive. I will constantly tell them that they matter and, like, thank them and shit like that. But if we're talking, like, touchy, the only person in the world that I'm affectionate towards is Logan. That's it. With Logan, I'm super affectionate. With my friends, not really.
I'm just gonna Google the definition.
Yeah.
Readily feeling or showing fondness or tenderness. So yeah, it's definitely a disagree for me. I do not show my fondness and tenderness.
I do, but I do it through text. So I don't know now.
I think it's more physical.
I'm gonna also go disagree at the 2.
Cool.
Next.
People in the chat. Ali's apparently very affectionate, but not in the touchy way. Kelly wishes she was affectionate, but it just comes across as awkward. Yep. Adventures of Snow, that's a big agree for me. I'm big on loving on folks and have been compared to a cat on occasion. Lovely.
Aw. See, like it just like constantly depends with the person, but I'm super affectionate in text with my friends, I feel. But like in reality, I think maybe because of that the way that I grew up,
Yeah.
I'm super affectionate with Logan. But that's like about it. I'll hug my friend, but like just like as a hi. You know?
Yeah, but you don't cuddle them of an evening on the sofa.
Yeah. Although I did have one friend that we would just like, like sit and like lean on each other and stuff like that. It's hard. Like most of my friends are online now, so I don't know anymore. Friends, all of you to assume I have it.
Lots of people saying I'm a hugger. I love getting hugs. Tell people I love them, and depending on the person, we'll hug them. Paperbacks and Planners said my husband is super affectionate, and I'm just like, don't touch me.
Okay, you have a careful and methodical approach to life.
That's gonna be a no.
I'm gonna go to agree to 2.
I think I'm probably gonna disagree to 2.
That's interesting because you were saying that you're super rational and
super rational. Have I frozen?
But just okay.
Oh, I don't know what's happening with connection. I don't know if it's me or if it's you.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? I think we're losing. Is it G that's
Oh
gone?
my god. Hello?
Hello? Oh. No, G's cutting out. We're losing her. This is rare. It's normally me we lose. I don't know if she's... Oh, she's gone again. Well, this is weird for me because it's normally me that is the one disappearing. Robo G, yep. It's because she's in a different room to usual, or she's on her laptop rather than her computer, I think. And clearly something's happened with the Wi-Fi. But it's only fair because it was me last time. So, oh, she's fully vanished. Great. What do you want me to sing, Amy? Hopefully she comes back really soon because I'm not an entertainer. Laptop cannot cope. Now I've got to do a monologue. I don't know. I don't have anything to monologue about. I've actually forgotten the question we were talking about. What were we talking about? So I have more time to prepare my answer. What was it? Jesus.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. I think I figured it out why it was dodgy to begin with. Because I have like an Ethernet cable, but I think it wasn't plugged in all the way through.
Well, I had an awkward moment of trying to say something.
Hey, but I thought that you were like having the conversation thingy. Anyway.
What was the question?
Am I back?
You're here.
Okay.
You're all right. You're
just
back.
Just checking. Because like because I kept talking and I was like, hello? Because I obviously cannot see you, so I couldn't see that it was frozen.
I thought it was me because it's normally me.
Yeah, no, I think it was mine because it wasn't fully plugged in.
Yeah. Oh, well, we're back now.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about, careful and methodical approach to life. But you
Yeah.
said that you think it's surprising that I said disagree because I'm normally a rational person.
Yeah, because you said you're very like pragmatic and stuff.
Yes, but I wouldn't say I'm careful or methodical. But then I am a bit of a planner.
Well, maybe that's why you have 2 on disagree, not 3.
Yeah, I'm thinking now maybe it's a 1 on disagree.
Okay, Doc.
But let's bump that down. Okay, carry on.
You are still bothered by the mistakes you made a long time ago. I'm going to disagree. I am very hard on forgiving myself.
You've agreed. You said you're going to disagree, and then you've...
No, I'm going to agree.
Oh, okay.
Not to a 3, to a 2. Like, it really depends. But like, I'm very harsh on myself. If I make a mistake, I will grill myself for like decades. Which is not great. Trying to get over that, but
I'm gonna disagree. Oh,
it's fine. I'm just checking something.
checking you're still here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree to a 2, I think. Like, there are some mistakes that I've made that I will think about. They have to be pretty decent sized mistakes. But most of the time, like, everything I've done in life has got me to the point that I'm at. Like, even those mistakes provide learning points, and I'm now the person I am.
Yeah. I agree with that. I will still drill myself, though. It's not something that I like in myself, though. Like, I definitely want to.
Pinkness has said self-forgiveness is a skill.
It really is. It really is. I'm just like, I'm the hardest on myself. Like, I will forgive a lot to my friends and stuff, but for myself, it's okay, guys. I'm in therapy.
Right. What's next?
At parties and similar events, you can mostly be found farther away from the action. I'm going to disagree. To a 2.
What? So you are like an action point person? You'll be in the middle.
I won't hide in a corner. No.
I wouldn't hide in a corner, but I'm not going to be like up on.
No, I don't mean like literally hide. You can take neutral if you need to.
You must be found further away from the action. No, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree to a 2 as well, I think. Just because thinking about it, it's not saying that you are the action, just that you're closer to the action. And I would...
Yeah. I'm not going to be the one like taking 20 quid to be punched in the face with a boxing glove.
I'm thinking more like, I'm not going to be the one that's absolutely plastered hanging from the chandeliers.
Yeah, no, I had a very specific...
I will be underneath taking pictures going, look at that idiot.
I had a very specific example because that's exactly what Logan did at uni because he's a dumbass. So.
Oh. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
People in the chat hide in the bathroom.
Oh.
Be in the corner of the room. I've been in a whole other room. Hide by the bathroom. Yeah.
It's not gonna be in parties. And NA, not applicable. I'm not like, I used to go to parties, obviously, when I was like at uni and stuff, but like not so much anymore.
Yeah, I don't really go to many parties. Although we do have like, not so much parties here, but like summer gatherings have like, small gatherings. We'd have friends over for barbecues and stuff, and we would all just chill. I say friends, they're all Jake's friends because my friends are all online.
I wish I could do that too. Wish we lived near. We had this conversation. Let's move on. Okay. You often find it difficult to relate to people who let their emotions guide them. I'm going to
I'm gonna disagree.
relate. I'm gonna disagree to a 1. I don't find it difficult to relate to them.
No, yeah, I'm also gonna disagree.
To which extent?
I'm gonna disagree to a 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. When looking for a movie to watch, you can spend ages browsing the catalog.
Disagree to like 100%.
Because you don't even watch anything.
I don't watch movies. I will not sit and browse the catalog. Do you want to watch a movie? Not really. Okay.
I'm gonna disagree because most of the time I will turn my computer on knowing what I want to go and watch. Not that I always know. I will sit there not knowing, but I will not browse. Like we will just be sitting there like, what should we watch? But we won't browse.
Yeah. The
So,
rare occasion when I do watch something, it will be because I already know specifically what I want to watch. I
you
never just get the
Shearer.
feeling I will. I never just get the feeling like, oh, I want to watch something, but don't know what and scroll. Because I never get the feeling of want to watch something. Because I just don't. Unless it's already specifically in my mind that I need to watch She-Ra.
Mhm. Yeah.
Can you switch it to books? Do I browse my shelves? No, because I have a game that picks for me and I don't have a choice.
I browse, but for like, I wouldn't say for a long time. Like spend ages. No, I would just be like 5 minutes tops.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. You can stay calm under a lot of pressure. This is difficult because I will not be calm at all, but I will hold it together and kind of like present a calm demeanor until I don't need to be useful anymore because I'm very like problem solving oriented. So like I'll do what I can to help and then walk to the bathroom and break down.
I'm gonna pretty strongly agree with this one because staying calm under a lot of pressure, again, it comes back to my job, but is my job. Like, we have very, very strict deadlines that are not imposed by us and are always imposed by external forces. And if we don't hit them, like, there's no way around that. So we are always under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And you know, if I have to stay there till 7 o'clock to get it done, I will.
Yeah. I was also kind of mainly thinking about my work and like I would say agree to a 3, but it's because like I'm not calm inside. But I will kind of cage that stress until like I can release it.
Yeah, I do agree with that as well. Like internally, I will be like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, we have 3 minutes to submit this."
Yeah. But
like,
also our team is small, so we can't afford to all freak out. Someone has to be like,
your team is small. Do you know how big my team is?
I mean, I know your company is bigger for sure.
My company is massive. My team is 3 people.
Yeah, true.
But it's a big company. But yeah, I'm happy that I stay calm under pressure.
Yeah. Okay, let's move.
Totally agrees with you. She feels that about the staying calm under pressure. Kelly says that she keeps the screaming in her head until she's alone. Dragon Phoenix usually takes charge and gets things done under pressure, but will break down afterwards. Calm on the outside, anxious wreck on the inside from Abby. Yep.
Yeah. So we're all kind of in the same boat there.
Yeah. Although Go Geek said, I work better under pressure, otherwise I will just procrastinate.
Logan has that. Oh my god, big time he has that. If there's like no pressure, then he's just like, why do stuff? Like to avoid the pressure. When in a group of people you do not know, oh, that was a whole thing. Okay, when in a group of people you do not know, you have no problem jumping right into their conversation. Yeah, I'll agree. I mean, like not to intrude, but like if I'm part of the group, but I just don't know them. I have no
I
issues.
will agree, but to a 2, I think. I'm very much, I want to listen to make sure I've like gauged where everyone stands in this conversation first.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I got no problem. When you sleep, your dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastical. My
Strongly disagree.
my God, really?
I don't dream. Or if I do, I never remember them.
Yeah. Oh, I have like weird, like flying cows dreams. Lots of demons.
The only time I ever can remember my dreams is when they're like really strangely mundane, like the dream I told you about, where I was dreaming about how I was going to lay out my museum in Animal Crossing. And then I got up and laid out my museum like that in Animal Crossing.
It's like dreaming that you're doing the dishes to wake up and do the dishes.
If I have a dream, it's always a mundane thing like that. I never remember what I dream about though.
I have a good mix. Most of them are just like weird anxiety dreams though, and they're always like weird. There's always like something supernatural happening. Oh, but I also have like nice, like, just completely bizarre dreams as well. But
I think
yeah,
part of mine is that I'm a really heavy sleeper and I know you're not.
yeah.
That probably also plays
Yeah,
in.
I wake up way more times per night to actually remember the dreams. Whereas you
Whereas I
like,
sleep like a rock throughout the whole thing and then can't remember a thing.
hmm. What about people in the chat?
People seem to be agreeing with you.
Mm-hmm.
Paraphrased? No. Phase Red is what that says. Phase Red said, I'm the same as G, but sometimes like Jade. Depends on how you sleep, I think.
That's good.
Meandering is agreeing with me. Once I dreamt I folded laundry and woke up and had actually done it. Wow.
Oh, like so you did it.
You slept to fold your laundry. That's like multitasking to the max.
No, I think maybe they mean that they woke up and then actually did it.
No,
But
I
it would
had
be,
actually done it. Once I
oh.
dreamt I folded laundry and woke up and had actually done it.
Oh, that's nice. Imagine just like dreaming that you cleaned the whole flat and then like you wake up and it's just clean. Dream.
Oh, she's clarified. She slept folded it poorly. Did you have to read it?
I just imagine it's completely like random.
Perfectly folded.
That's funny. That makes sense though. Makes sense.
Courtney's dreams are always weird and some end up being terrifying. Francesca's got weird dreams. Adventures of Snow hardly ever dreams. Probably in the similar camp to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. In your opinion, it is sometimes okay to step on others to get ahead in life.
I'm gonna disagree with this.
Yep. I'm just gonna do this too. Unless it's Trump. That would be like the only exception. Or even then I wouldn't do it because remember that point where I said like my mistakes and then haunt me forever? Could not live with it.
I don't like this question. Like, it's not okay to step on others and like deliberately bring others down to lift yourself up. But at the same time, I feel like it's important to recognize that if you and a friend are both aiming for the same thing, like it's okay for one of you to succeed in the other.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like it's okay to
Say you and a friend are going for the same job.
first if you know there's not gonna be any harm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. But this question sounds like, is it like, would you like legitimately go ahead and like put like sticks in someone else's wheels to like get ahead in life?
No.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, people in the chat are also saying disagree.
Yeah, it's just a shitty thing to do.
Not even a little bit. It is just a mean thing to do.
Yeah, it's just a shitty thing. You are dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked.
Bold of you to assume
depends on the goal. Huh?
Bold of you to assume I have goals.
Bold of you to assume I have dreams. Oh, let's sigh. I will agree to 1.
I'm thinking I'm going to agree to 2. And again, coming back to me being a very career-driven person.
Actually, I am also going to agree to 2 because the only thing I'm thinking about is about migraines, but that's not really fair. Because it's not something I can control.
Yeah, you can't control that. That's not a side track. Like that's your.
But like in my messed up brain, I'm like, well, that's a pause,
No, I don't think that counts. Yeah, I'm going to agree to 2 because a career-driven person, and I want to succeed in my career.
I'm just like a goal-driven person. Like I like ticking the goals off. I like projects. Did you know?
You know what? I had a hunch about that. Adventures of Snow said, "Oh no, lol, I go on side quests all the time."
Actually, that's kind of true. But like the thing is that the getting sidetracked will usually be focused on another goal, so it's still on a goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm still gonna agree.
Amy Butcher said, "I start too many projects. It's hard to stay focused on one."
Yeah, that's me.
Again, they're all goals. If they're all
goals, yeah, you're still moving towards it.
Yeah, Go Geek said, "Disagree. I have the attention span of a goldfish."
Again, Logan. Okay, if you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, or your knowledge. Nah, I understand mistakes.
Really?
What? What? Do you think I don't?
No, I'm thinking about myself.
Okay. I just think mistakes are so normal. Just like apologize if it influenced anyone negatively, or if it's just yourself, then just be like, well, I'll know better next time.
That's very true.
I don't like. Yeah, I don't start doubting my abilities. My abilities I know are the same, plus I gain knowledge from this mistake.
From the mistake. Yeah.
So now I have now abilities plus 1. Level up. But I totally get the like it's super normal to like doubt yourself and stuff. It's just thankfully not something that I feel.
I don't want to sound like blowing my own trumpet too much, but I can't think of like
I don't make mistakes.
other than like silly little things that like have not impacted anybody, and I've just like Control Z'd that fucker out of here.
Yeah. Well, imagine them.
I'm gonna disagree, but only to a 0.1, I think, because it definitely, if it's a bigger mistake,
that's totally fine. I think it's totally normal as well to just like have like doubting yourself, like be a bit like unsteady going forward. To me, it's like if I make a mistake, depends on a mistake, obviously, but if I make a mistake, I won't doubt my abilities, but I will still grill myself about the mistake.
Yeah.
It's just a weird one.
Cody said, "I'm doubting myself constantly. Mistakes don't have to be made."
Interesting point, also valid. That's funny.
Amy said she wishes she could view mistakes more like you, G.
I mean, again, don't like take me the wrong way. I still will grill myself about it. I will
You just still know that your abilities
it's just not tied to my abilities though. So I don't have it all figured out.
Yeah.
Yet. Moving on.
Yeah, next.
When at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. I am going to agree to 1.
That is also what I was thinking, because I will do it.
Yeah, I will speak to them.
Yeah.
But I won't like go out of my way to like network.
Yes, exactly.
I'll probably speak to like a couple people if it comes across naturally.
Yeah, that is it as well. It does have to kind of be like a natural discussion.
Yeah, I won't like put
I'm
myself
not going out being like, "Hi, I'm Jade. Nice to meet you." And you are.
Here's my business card.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
You usually lose interest in a discussion when it gets philosophical. Oh, interesting. No, I'll
Yeah,
disagree.
I'm thinking no, but not strongly.
Mm.
I'm thinking maybe a disagree, but only to like a 0.1.
I
Like,
will not lose interest in a conversation if it gets philosophical. When it gets to a sometimes, however, I will not have the mental capacity for a debate. I will say that. But
yeah,
like a chill conversation like that just goes like philosophical. I don't mind that at all.
yeah, yeah. I'm going disagree 0.1.
Mhm.
It does have to remain very chill. If it's like someone going like full on philosophical and trying to like change the way I live my life, then like definitely lost interest at that
Yeah.
point.
I mean, to me, like it just depends on like if have I had like an 8-hour work day before this conversation, or is this a Saturday and I'm fresh, you know? Like sometimes I just don't have the facilities for that, big man.
Go Geek loves a good heated discussion.
Oh. No, I don't like heated discussions.
No.
I do, however, find myself in a lot of those. Not that heated though, but like, yeah. Oh my god, the next one. You would never let yourself cry in front of others. Disagree. I don't have an issue crying in front of the others. If I like, it's not the crying in front of the others that I have an issue. It's when I cry. No, it's when I have an emotion that shouldn't involve crying, like being angry. Yeah, but like if I'm sad, maybe it's gonna be 2 because depends.
I'm thinking mine's a 2.
Because it depends if I know the people or not. Because others could involve a lot of people, but I don't like. I'm not ashamed of crying. I think crying is totally fucking fine.
Sometimes you just have to. Like,
Yeah, like it's not a big deal. People cry. Like we all know that we cry and poop, you know, like just
everybody poops.
not a biggie, just some eye leakage.
Yeah. Yeah. Akio Ali says she cries too much in front of others.
Well, recently probably same, but
Yeah, I just don't like it when, as you say, it's an emotion that you shouldn't be crying for.
yeah, it's when it's
Frustration shouldn't make you cry. Like, I think it gives across the wrong message as well sometimes. Thinking back to something that happened when I was in college, I cried to one of my teachers because he just kept putting me off, and I was getting really frustrated with it. And I just burst into tears and was like, I explained to him, like, I'm not that emotionally invested in this. I'm just a bit pissed off, and this happens.
Yeah, I know. It's really annoying. It's not like it's not, but see, in that situation, if I would even cry alone, I wouldn't want to, you know, like if I cry, I don't care if people see me, but if I cry at the times that I don't want to cry, it doesn't matter if others are around me or if I'm just alone, I would still be pissed off with myself.
In that situation, though, I don't think I would think about it enough by myself because I'm only that heated in the moment.
Yeah.
Pissed off enough to cry. Like when I'm out of the situation, my fires simmer. Carrie Ann said, but you definitely shouldn't poop in front of others.
That's true, unless you want to. Unless both adults want to. Okay. You feel more drawn to places with a bustling and busy atmosphere than to more quiet and intimate ones. I'm gonna disagree with the 2. Like there's rare mood sometimes, but mostly no. I don't like loud noises.
I'm gonna disagree to a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not more drawn to them. I'm kind of like.
See, like I hate buses. I hate like loud noises in general. I just sometimes I feel like my ears are just like tuned in too much. Loud noises overload.
I'm busy and loud, but I also like quiet, chill.
Yeah.
Bit of both. Yeah, bit of everything.
preferences in
Oh
the
my god, I've just seen at the bottom we're only 45% through this.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're discussing stuff. It's fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you like discussing different views and theories on what the world could look like in the future. Oh yeah, I do.
Agree.
2.
I was similarly gonna go for a 2 on that.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, for sure. When it comes to making life-changing choices, you mostly listen to your heart rather than your head. Oh my god, no. Are you kidding?
Definitely.
Life-changing choices. Yeah, no, I'm gonna disagree with like a 2.
I'm gonna
Maybe 3.
disagree to a 3, I think.
Yeah, I'm
I
kind of.
think you can make life-changing choices with your heart. If it's life-changing, you need to
I think
use
it's a
your
little
brain.
bit irresponsible unless obviously it is a heart matter, like so, like a relationship. Other than that,
No, yeah.
even then, like some head should be like
Head
involved.
should be involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Head. There should be some head.
Oh my god, stop. It's a good thing we don't monetize these videos.
You don't want head? So what? No head?
Oh my god. All right, moving on. What are people saying?
Nothing. I don't think the chat's at that point yet.
Okay.
Go, oh my god, ha ha ha. Yeah.
Anyway, you cannot imagine yourself dedicating your life to the study of something that you cannot see, touch, or experience. No. I don't mind that. But like that's very weird. What are you talking like astrophysics? Because I would love that. But you can see it to an extent. Well, not most of it though. So I'm just gonna disagree strongly. It wouldn't bother me that I cannot see it.
I'm gonna agree purely because I'm focusing on the you cannot imagine yourself dedicating it. Like I wouldn't mind it. Like other
This
people.
is about your personality though. This is about your personality though.
Would I dedicate my life to the study of something you cannot see, touch, or experience? No, I wouldn't.
Okay. So
probably only to like a 2 though, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoop. You usually prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. Oh my god.
Nah.
No, it's like that requires too much effort.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not about revenge.
I would prefer to forgive. I don't always, though. It's not always as easy for me.
My options are forgive or forget, not revenge.
Yeah. Is it a 3?
Oh, hold on. You're saying you prefer to get revenge. You need to disagree, not agree.
Oh. Whoopsie.
Yeah, it's a strong disagree.
Same, yeah?
Yeah.
What are people saying?
That they also completely disagree, also just still laughing about the head comment. Forgive, but that doesn't mean you have to forget what someone did to you.
Yeah. More so than that. Like, sometimes I do forget. Well, not forget, but like I move on and it doesn't influence me.
Move on. Yeah, sometimes forgiveness is not an option, but neither is revenge. It is just.
Yeah. I don't even know how you would get revenge. Like, it seems like such a weird concept to me. Like, what would you do? Like, just like go make that person's life miserable or something? Like, I just like no, because then I would feel bad. That wouldn't help me. That wouldn't help me at all. It would just make things worse. Just even selfishly, like it would make things worse for me.
Yeah, Go Geek said revenge is never worth it.
Yeah,
Adventure Snow has said, sometimes I will go for a little revenge, but it depends on the situation. What, just like pop some dog poo outside their car door or something? Just like suck it.
All right. You often make decisions on a whim.
I'm gonna agree, but only to a 1 because I
I
will
was
make
kind of
decisions
thinking
on a
the
whim,
same.
but not major ones. Like if
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
exactly.
what do I have for dinner? You know what? Fuck it, let's order pizza. Like,
Oh
yeah.
my god, if we're talking that, then it would be like a 3, but
But that's why I'm only doing it to a 1 because some
all the
decisions I will make on a whim, whereas others
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah, same. Like if it's big
Yeah.
decisions, then like I will not make
We
that up.
need head, as we've said.
Oh my god, Jade. Control yourself. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. Oh.
That really depends on the people.
Yeah. And yourself. I don't know. Yeah, it really depends on what we're doing and like if the people are people I want to hang out with or if I'm just
Yeah, like did I pick the other people?
I'm assuming we're going with a yes. More interesting and satisfying. See, my satisfaction, a lot of it comes from um progressing in my goals and stuff, like projects and stuff. So in that sense, probably yes, because I also when it comes to personal projects, I usually work alone. But at the same time, it completely has a different purpose. I spend time with friends to recharge and like to relax. I relax more with friends than I relax alone because when I'm alone, I'm mainly working. That's why I don't read as much because I'm like, oh, but I could be doing this. But like, oh, this is a hard one. I'm gonna
I'm
disagree.
gonna disagree to a 1.
Yeah,
It's exactly the same thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the last 3 questions are the same for us, but we have a lot of different ones. What are people saying? The people.
The people. Just had more comments about the revenge. Sometimes karma does the job for you. Fair.
Yeah.
Giving Adventures of Snow some ideas. Okay.
Mhm.
The only revenge I could imagine myself think of is not helping someone in like a non-threatening setting if they let me down. Yeah, so just not helping someone as a form of revenge.
That's just like stopping being friends. I feel like that's not even a revenge. That's just like, well, you know, you don't get the perks anymore.
Cody said strong neutral for her on this one, which is
yeah, maybe this is the weird one that I should use a neutral on because it's completely different purposes for me.
Yeah. Go Geek said usually happiest in their own company. CC said neutral, depends on the situation. Snow said this depends too. I can be interesting, but depends on my mood.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with the 1.
I'm sticking with my 1. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Ooh,
Sorry.
hello. Yeah.
You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning or the message of a song or a movie. Oh.
I used to do this a lot with songs, but I definitely don't do it anymore.
I will agree with 1.
Oh, do you?
I like to look it up. Well, not look it up, but I like to like sometimes Google the lyrics. And if a movie is very thought-provoking, I might like go on a Reddit or something to just see what other people are discussing about it. But I won't go into like superb lengths. But you read for enjoyment, so I feel like this doesn't really apply.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna disagree.
You can always go neutral as well.
No, I'm gonna disagree to a 1.
Nice. Okay, you always know exactly what you want. What? Who always knows exactly what they want?
I don't know. No, yeah, that's a disagree.
Yeah, I'm just wondering to what degree.
I think I'm going to disagree to a 2.
I'm gonna do a 1. Most of the time I know what I want. No, actually, you know what? Most of the time I know all of like a lot of things that I don't want, and that leaves me with only a few options or what I do want. So it's not hard to know.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, I definitely do not always know exactly
Yeah.
what I want, but I always have like a rough idea of what would be preferable.
Oh, sorry. Did you say 2? I forgot.
Yeah, 2.
You rarely think back on the choices you made and wonder what you could have done differently. You rarely think back on the choices. I do, but I
think
do rarely, so it's kind of correct.
yeah, I'm going to agree to a 1, I think, for me.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking similarly. Let me.
I,
This
I
is like worded in like a
about it.
yeah, like this is worded in like a backwards way, so I'm just trying to get my head around it.
I do think about it, but definitely rarely.
Yeah, yeah, same.
But I don't want to agree too strongly and then suggest that I never.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just stick with that.
Yeah.
Do you want to read some comments? If there are any.
People just saying don't know what they want. Adventures of Snow. Nope, not even a little bit. Don't know what I want for dinner.
Yeah, food I feel like is one of the hardest things.
Other than the decision on a whim to order pizza.
Oh yeah, making me hungry.
Oh, the chat jumped.
Good old jump.
I don't like to look back. Can't change anything. Fair. I don't. Ali agreeing that she doesn't usually look back at things. Go Geek said, I wonder what could have been different, but I don't regret my decisions.
Yeah.
Which is fair, I think.
It depends on the decision, I guess, or the outcome.
Courtney said, I do, but if I were to change things, my life would be different and I like things the way they are. I agree with that. Like, as I said before about, you know, everything I've done in my life has led me to this point and I'm quite happy with this point. So
yeah.
I would think about it, but ultimately the decision I made for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it.
Cece just said, drink, people. The chat jumped.
Wait, I'm actually finishing. Where's my water?
Chin chin.
Actually don't know where. Oh well. Okay. When in a public place, you usually stick to a quieter and less crowded areas. Yeah, I'd say I would agree with that. I'm not gonna go and seek out the most busy places. Maybe 2. I don't like hide in a bathroom, but sometimes.
I think I'm going to agree to a 1 on this. Like, if I need to go somewhere that's crowded, I won't not go because it's crowded. But like, likewise, if I'm going to find a picnic spot in the park, I'm not going to pick the place where
like the most crowded one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always just kind of like, I'm just imagining if I go into a pub, I will always gravitate towards a quieter place.
Yeah.
Rather than like sit at the bar. And I know some people prefer that, but I'm gonna go into like a quieter place.
Yeah, for sure.
You tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. Oh wow. Wow, disagree. Disagree. Not to a complete like 3 points, but where's my water? A thirsty boy. Oh, I've been in the kitchen. It's okay.
You can go and get your water whilst I debate this.
Yeah, but I can't be bothered standing up.
Present realities rather than future possibilities. I feel like I focus more on present, but that doesn't mean I don't think about future. So maybe like agree, but only to a 1. Yeah.
Sounds good. Anything in the chat? Sorry, I can't see.
No, that's okay. There's not loads of comments coming through at the minute. CC saying about with crowded places, especially at the moment, not being in crowded places. Akio Ali said that she gets anxiety in crowds. Adventures of Snows just said that they like to look into the future, and I'm hardly ever in the present. I think it's important to focus on the now, because like that's what's happening now.
I guess
you make in the now do affect the then. So yeah.
Easier said than done though sometimes. I'm just a lot of ifs and stuff. Anyway, you often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Oh, I disagree with that a lot.
I also disagree a lot.
I find it pretty... I honestly legitimately think that I am an empath. Like, I will not only understand it, but I will feel it, which is not fun.
Yeah.
Not bad. Kind of used to it. When starting to work on a project, you prefer to make as many decisions upfront as possible. What is happening? As possible.
As possible. I'm going to strongly agree with this, because when I'm working on a big project, I like to break it down into smaller projects. So if I make as many big high-level choices as possible straight up, I can then break that down into smaller decisions.
Are you just talking about work though?
I mean, probably.
Because it's different a little bit to me. If I'm, it's not that different actually. I'm gonna put a 2.
No, I
don't super micromanage. I always leave some wiggle room for things, but I do like to have a plan. I'm just thinking whether it should be 1 or a 2, but I'm thinking probably 2. Actually, I don't know. I like to leave myself some creative freedom. Because you know what the reason is? Because I often will change the direction once I input more information. And so then I don't want to spend all of this time planning all the steps in the future if I know that these steps might change. Because that's kind of a waste of time for me. I'm gonna put it a 1, but I still agree with it.
I still think I'm sticking with my 3. I mean, I am thinking about work. I'm thinking if I'm doing a sales deck or something, I will make all of the big decisions on where everything goes, what the topics of everything are. I'll make all the decisions first and then go and do the details afterwards, which takes us back to that big picture versus detail oriented thing, I suppose. I will make sure that the overarching thing is...
Yeah, but that's funny because I was more detail oriented, so I should be the one saying 3. Interesting.
No, yeah, I'm happy with that. Also, thinking about planning a wedding and stuff, I am getting to a point where I want to make choices, so that we can focus on a little things later on.
Yeah, you did start really
same. I want to get the big decisions made, ASAP.
Yeah. Okay. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed in you. Oh my god. Oh, that hit real deep there.
I very sadly have to agree.
Huh?
I very sadly am going to agree with it. Probably only 2 or 1. But if I know someone thinks highly of me, I am in the back of my mind thinking, right, I have this reputation to uphold, and I'm not going to be able to uphold it forever. So I'm going to let you down.
Yeah, I have that one as well, but I just don't know. I don't know. It's not I sit and think about it often.
Yeah.
But if I know someone, it depends how highly we're talking, because maybe some people think of me way higher than I really am, where it's just unrealistic.
Yeah. See, again, this is where my brain that is completely addicted to my job comes in.
3 to 1.
I think more of my report line at work. If I know
sometimes it gives me motivation than anything else. I try not to focus.
Yeah, that's true as well, actually.
But I don't know. I don't really think about. It's a pressure of a sort, but I don't wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed. But I
Cody
can,
said, I feel attacked. Strongly agree.
can
Akira
definitely
said
see.
sad but true. Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
awful question. Such a sad question.
No, I know that's why I said that would like hit so deep.
Yeah.
Okay, you feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. I'm gonna go neutral.
I think I'm gonna agree, but only to like one. Like, I'm not scared of striking up a conversation with someone if I find them interesting. And especially if I find them interesting, I know I'll have a discussion point.
Yeah.
Because something about them I find interesting. So I'll definitely have something to ask them.
Yeah. Like it just really I'm just gonna straight up go to like a neutral answer because like in my brain already I have so many scenarios running because it's just all depends. So I'm not gonna even think about it. It just so depends.
Fair.
Fair. Okay.
People in the chat, nope. Nope. Nope.
Really depends. Like if it's like if there's a dog involved, then no problem.
Oh yeah.
But like if like someone's wearing something and I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. Where'd you get that? Or something, you know.
Yeah.
But if someone, but like it also mainly I think depends if that person is alone or with someone else. Because if they are in their own group, then I will like chicken out for sure.
I didn't even think about that.
That's why I was like, this is too much. I don't want to think about it. It's neutral.
Yeah.
Okay, you often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or scenarios. I'm trying to think just outside work because like I don't at work as I'm focused, but like I'm just trying to think like around it. Oh, this is hard because again, not at work, but like at home, yeah.
I do, but it's various ideas or scenarios. The things that I tend to daydream about are like things I should actually be doing. Like I daydream when I'm procrastinating about all the success I could have if I actually got off my ass.
I don't like phase out much, to be honest. I'm gonna disagree, but like with the one.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. It's not drifting away if I'm already doing nothing.
Like I know what they mean. I've had like sometimes when I'm just like, you know, you'll do something and then you realize like 5 minutes later, like you start thinking about something. So I think that's what they mean. And I like very rarely, but like occasionally.
Yeah, and it does say often. I'm going to agree with you and go for disagree at one.
Nice. You look after yourself first and others come in second. Oof, depends. See, I will always look after my family and like Logan before myself.
See,
But then like, but to a point, if I know if it's like detrimental to myself, if I'm going to like put them first to an extent that even if they needed me then, like you can't pour out of an empty glass kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like to a point. So this is very like hard. I'm gonna agree to a one because of that, because I feel like I cannot help anyone if I am literally in a position where I'm just crumbling. So that's why I should always look after myself first. But in a position where I have the ability to look after someone, if it's someone super close to me, like obviously I will prioritize them. Or even not that close to me.
I feel like I'm an agree to a two.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I will definitely look after others when they need me.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I'm not the only person. Like if they can't look after themselves,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the only other person that can look after them. But I am the only person that can look after myself.
Right.
If you know what I mean. Yeah. But like if it's a dire situation, 100% I will be there for someone when they need me.
Mm-hmm.
But like I am me. So
I do put a lot of like emotional toll about like just thinking about others and stuff. So I'm definitely a 1, if not even neutral, but a try. It's only recently, really, that it has become a 1 to begin with.
I think it's important to look after yourself, and I think some people like paint that as a bad thing to put yourself first.
No, like, because you cannot help anyone if you're not in a position, like if you're not in a mental state to even, allocate any resources to do that.
Yeah.
You have to be rested to do that.
Yeah.
Even when you have planned a particular daily routine, you usually just end up doing what you feel like at any given moment. I'll disagree to it too. If I plan something, I will usually try and stick with it. Not like to like a ridiculous degree, like I will have that wiggle room, but like I will try.
Bold of you to assume I plan my days. The only time I ever plan a day is if it's work related, and then I don't have a choice. I don't plan my Saturday. I know that on a Sunday between 12 and 1 I'll do the laundry so I can dry it on time. That's like the extent of my weekend plans.
Go for neutral then. I think if you go neutral, it just doesn't count it. Like it skips it.
Yeah,
because you can't agree if you don't make plans, and you can't disagree if you don't make plans.
Although it says even when you have a planned particular daily routine, it's not saying I have to have it all the time. And
no, like as in like you don't even stick to a plan even when you make an effort to make a plan, I think is what they're going for.
But then when I actually make the effort to make a plan, it's in a scenario where I don't have much choice.
Well, why? Like if you're just planning your Saturday, then usually
if I'm in the position where I feel like I have so much to do on that day, I need to make a plan of how to do it all. Then I've made that plan because the choice for me to not do it isn't there.
Basically, you only make a plan when you don't, like when you're just like screwed over. Like when you like it's the last resort.
Well, I suppose.
Because like sometimes I'll plan like my day to, like from this time I will clean, then 2 hours later I will try and like block out 3 hours for reading, and then like it's not something that
I don't make plans like that because that's just like a normal
but, like when I do, I try to stick with it, I think is what they're asking.
No, I am going to have to go neutral because I just don't plan unless like by a situation or a work plan that I literally cannot change.
Mm-hmm. Your mood can change very quickly. Yes, agree.
I'm going to agree to a 2. Oh, you did that as well. Yeah.
See, like my mood can go sour really quickly, and then it can go back up as well, but not as quickly, hence the 2.
No. My mood definitely has the ability to change very quickly. Yeah. Someone in the comment, Pinkness said, Jade is very wise. Thank you. Speaking about plans in the chat, Go Geek is terrible at sticking to a routine. Cece said, weekend, no. Weekdays, yes. Abby said that she needs to make a to-do list for her days off. What's next?
You often contemplate the reason for human existence or the meaning of life. I'm going to agree with 1.
I'm going to disagree to it 2.
That's very fair.
I don't contemplate the reason for it because, like, there isn't a reason for it. It happened.
Yeah.
No one decided that human life was going to be a thing. It was just a thing.
Because I really like one of my kind of outside passions is astrophysics. So sometimes I'll just sit and think like about the fact that things are non-ending, like the universe is ever expanding, and like it's such a thought that is
I will
hard.
contemplate the universe 100%. I will contemplate the fact that it's never ending. There is literally no end to it. It terrifies me that it's massive.
It doesn't terrify me. It just like it's amazing because it's not a concept that I feel like our brains are capable of. Even if you imagine it, you usually imagine it with some sort of barrier at some point, and there isn't one. And
or you imagine it kind of coming full circle back to itself, but it doesn't. It just
and then I feel like what sort of circumstances led to us evolving into these like reasons of human existence. Like I do get into those quite a lot, but
I definitely.
But the meaning of life part.
Contemplate the meaning of life and the reasons for human existence in such a massive universe, like almost irrelevant.
The only time I like contemplate the meaning of life is when I'm hella depressed, and it's not in a good way. So it's like it's different. So I'm gonna agree with the one, because the human existence 100%, the meaning of life not so much.
Fair.
Yeah. You often talk about your own feelings and emotions. Yeah, I would say like I'll probably agree to like a 3. Well, 2, depends with whom.
Yeah, I was thinking I'm going to agree to a 1 because it definitely depends with who.
Yeah.
Like, not with a lot of people.
Mm.
If I talk to you about my vulnerabilities, then you've got yourself to a special place in my life.
Oh, you talk to me.
I do, yeah.
Anything in the chat?
Jade is wise again. I'm wise. Guys, you're gonna like give me a big head. Adventures of Snow said, "Oh, on this one, I never think about the reasons for any of it or the meaning." Yeah, agree with Jade. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I don't talk about feelings. I have issues. Yeah. Thank you, Jade. I just remembered I put laundry on. Get that out.
You have got detailed educational or career development plans stretching several years in the future. See, my younger self would have agreed with the 3. My current self agrees to like neutral.
I'm going to agree to a 2. I'm a very career-driven person. I know that I want my career to grow, but I'm currently at a point where like I don't know how to grow it with the company that I'm with. So I need to develop that. But like I definitely am career-driven and know where I want to go.
Yeah. You rarely dwell on your regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. I will agree to 1 because as I said, I do have the mistakes that linger, but I don't like often sit on them.
I am going to agree to a 2, I think.
Actually, I'm going to agree to a 2 because I don't dwell on the regrets. I feel guilty for mistakes, which is different.
Yeah. I'm agreeing to a 2 because no regrets.
No regrets. It doesn't make a difference if you dwell on it or not.
Yeah. Like, I will sometimes find myself thinking about those decisions I made and what could have been different as we
said. I literally go into like a multiverse. It's literally like multiverse in my mind. I was like, oh, what if I made a different decision? Where would I be now? And like main type of points of my life is like when I decided to leave Lithuania and go to Scotland, and I'm like, oh, what if I didn't leave and I went into like studied it was either publishing or ancient Greek and Latin philology, which is
wow.
Yeah. I got accepted to those as well, but then I left and studied psychology. But like I was just wondering, what if I went to a different country? You know, like how would my life look today? But
Yeah.
this is more just like a fun exercise mentally rather than like dwell on my regrets because I don't regret it.
Yeah. Yep.
More just like fascinating than anything. Spending
Dwelling is pointless. You can't change anything. Wise words, go geek. Carry on.
Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around quickly makes you feel drained and in need of a getaway. I'll disagree to it too.
I was also thinking disagree to a 2.
I
Yeah.
don't mind it. It's just not always like often is not my preference, but I won't feel super drained. I probably would now just because I'm not used to it after like months of lockdown. But that's like different.
Yeah, it doesn't drain me.
Yeah.
But I suppose after a little while I am just a bit sick of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more for like not the people. I'm just like I just really don't like a prolonged period of like loud noises. Even when my like neighbors are being super loud, like it annoys me way more than it'll like Logan can just block it out. I feel like I just hear everything like triple the volume that it is. You see yourself as more of a realist than a visionary.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'll agree, but like to 1 because I do like to think big.
I'm going to agree to a 2. Yeah.
You find it easy to empathize with a person who has gone through something you never have. Oh my god, yeah.
I'm going to agree, but again, only to a 2. I think sometimes it's important to sympathize rather than empathize.
But Liz,
Like,
well, I was kind of thinking about like both. I don't think they mean like, oh, you literally be like, oh, I know how it feels. Like empathy is, you know.
empathy is saying, oh, I know how it feels. Sympathy is saying, I don't know how it feels, but
Okay, then maybe it's my bilingual thing. I'll put it down to a 2 then, I guess. The thing I was just like was just understand and hear.
Oh yeah. I think just define empathy.
Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organized and consistent efforts. I'll disagree.
Hello?
Oh,
Sorry, I'm reading.
I thought like I'd gone back again.
No, I'm just reading the difference between sympathy and empathy.
Oh.
Empathy is a term we use for the ability to understand other people's feelings as if we were having them ourselves. Sympathy refers to the ability to take part in someone else's feelings. So yeah, I think I'm more sympathetic than empathetic, unless it's a situation in which I am empathetic and have been through it myself.
But the whole question is like, with a person who has gone through something you never have. But as I said, I feel like I'm an empath and I really feel emotions when people do. So this is a very confusing question. I'm kind of tempted to like go neutral to skip it on a technicality.
No, I feel we should go with our gut and stay where we are.
Okay.
Anyway, what was the next one I was reading?
The personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organized and consistent efforts.
I want to agree to 1.
Okay.
Like, I try to be consistent, but like sometimes I will just have an hour where I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then the next hour I'll be like, oh my God, I know what I'm doing.
That's normal, I feel. I think overall I'm pretty much organized and consistent.
Good for you.
Your emotions control you more than you control them. Oof. Personal attack. I will have to agree to 1.
I am also gonna agree to a 1.
Really? I thought you would disagree, but I feel like I would have been like at least a 2 previously, like when I was 19 or something. Now, because I put a lot of work into controlling that, I am more that towards the neutral. But I still have days. That's why I won.
Am I more neutral, perhaps, then?
I don't know. Like, I can't answer for you. Like, if that's what
It
you're
was
gonna.
more of an open-ended question. I didn't expect you to actually know. No, maybe I am more of a neutral because sometimes I can just shut my emotions off because like they're not important right now.
Well, if it's just a sometimes, I would say still go with one.
Yeah, leave it with my gut. Go
Yeah.
for it.
After a long and exhausting week and fun party is just what you need. I will disagree with the two.
I'm also gonna disagree to a two, I think. Yeah.
I have to have energy for a party because otherwise I will, be not energetic at a party, and that's not fun for anyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
You frequently find yourself wondering how technological advancement could change everyday life. I'll agree with it too.
I'm agreeing to a two. Yeah. I do think about that a
I
lot.
wonder if we're gonna have the same result. No, I feel like we had different.
We've had quite a lot of differences.
Yeah,
as well.
but it still might not be enough. I don't know. We'll see. No, I feel like it should be different.
Yeah.
You always consider how your actions might affect other people before doing something. Oh my god, 100%. Constantly, a bit too much.
No, I think I will agree to a one. Like I think about it, but sometimes I think about it too late.
I think about it like the fucking day after before the thing occurs. Like it's a good thing that I do, but also it's a lot.
Yeah, I think sometimes, your actions, they will affect others, but it doesn't matter because they're your choices. Like sometimes you can't help it, and then thinking about it and then perhaps not making a decision that you want to make because it might affect someone else negatively. Like you can get yourself into a real sticky situation with that, and I think it's important to go with what you want.
Yeah, but it really depends. Like
it depends on the
situations where you shouldn't go with something that you want because it will affect more people negatively.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still honor the commitments you have made even if you have a change of heart. Oh, well, depends on the sort of commitment, if it's like legal or
yeah, I've signed a contract.
Yeah, if it's with a friend, then I will just be honest and say like, hey, is it okay if I don't do this thing that I don't want to anymore?
Yeah.
So disagree to one?
I think I will also disagree to a one. You've got to be honest.
Yeah, it's just like it's weird.
Unless it's legally binding.
Yeah, obviously. I will do my best, but if I'm really just I don't have my heart into it anymore, then I will like no one's gonna be having a good time then, are they? You rarely feel insecure. I will disagree to a two. I often feel insecure.
I'm gonna agree. I don't feel insecure very often, but I think I'm gonna agree to a two. Up me. Up me, bitch. I am happy in my skin.
I'm not. I have huge body issues. But that's like a thing for another day.
Insecure.
In like other places, but like just body image is like something. Woof.
Yeah, I'm not insecure.
Read the comments before we click on the results.
Oh my god, is this for results?
Yeah.
Wow.
Only took us 12 minutes. Am I see me? I know I'm set in the dark. Oh, so you can kind of see me, right?
Yeah, you're alright.
I didn't know because like it's gotten dark now.
Cody feels attacked again. So insecure. I want to know what Cody's is. I don't feel insecure because I've worked really hard to learn to like myself. I'm not letting that go. Fair.
Yeah.
Ashley Ali is president of the Insecure Club. Okay. Cece said this quiz is attacking so much.
I know. It's like I feel exhausted.
Yeah.
I definitely feel secure in places that I haven't before, which is great. But I'm just honest with myself. I know there's places I feel insecure, and it's like something that takes a lot of my mental space every day, which is very annoying.
Right. Drum roll. Oh, we've got a prediction. Amy
Ooh.
said that she thinks you are an INFJ and she thinks I am an ENTP.
That means nothing. I know what they kind of stand like if I'll think about it. I think they also have like names for them here, though. It's all fun and
yeah. I can't remember what I was before, but I did check, didn't I?
I think I will remember if I see it, if it's the same. Or if I see a list, then I'll remember. But
I'm gonna go back to that chat and just check because
which one should we go for first? I feel like we should do one at a time.
Last time I did it, I was an INFJA.
Let's do yours then so we can compare.
Oh, and Amy thinks you're an INFJ. I'm still an A.
You are ESFJA. I
said I would be more extroverted than introverted.
Yeah, 57% extroverted, 66% observant rather than intuitive, 67% feeling rather than thinking.
That surprises me.
That's surprising a little bit. Tactics, 53% judging rather than
that. Yeah, that's not new. I was that before. I think I was a J before. Yeah.
And then assertive rather than turbulent. Console.
So I've become more extroverted and I've become more observant since I did it last because my FJA is still the same. I mean, I think that's right. I have become more extroverted.
The extroversion thing is not even like that far. It's 57 to 43, so it makes sense because it could like change.
Yeah. So I'm a man with a birthday cake. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to read a little bit?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh, I have to use an email. Oh no, thanks. Oh, but now I won't see the thing. Oh, I should have done mine first and we can compare. Oh, well. People who share the console personality type are, for lack of a better word, popular, which makes sense given that it is also a very common personality type, making up 12% of the population. In high school, consoles are the cheerleaders and the quarterbacks setting the tone, taking the spotlight, and leading their teams towards to victory and fame. Later in life, consoles continue to enjoy supporting their friends and loved ones, organizing social gatherings, and doing their best to make sure everyone is happy. Discussing scientific theories or debating European politics isn't likely to capture consoles' interest for too long. Consoles are more concerned with fashion and their appearance, their social status, and the standings of other people. Practical matters and gossips are their bread and butter. But consoles do their best to use their power for good. Consoles are altruists. What else is here? Love to be of service, enjoying any role that allows them to participate in a meaningful way, so long as they know they're valued. Oh, consoles you may know. Taylor Swift, Jennifer Garner, Bill Clinton, Steve Harvey, Danny, is it Glover? Glover, I think. Jennifer Lopez.
I do not relate.
Stanley Field, Tyra Banks. Sansa Stark, hey. Oh, you don't know.
Jack Shepherd, nice one. I know him.
Monica from Friends. I don't know a lot of these people. Okay.
Do yours.
We go for weakness and strength first. Okay, strengths. Strong practical skills. That makes sense. Excellent managers of day-to-day tasks and routine maintenance. Um,
Yeah, okay.
strong sense of duty. To meet their obligations. I think that fits you.
And then it goes on to say, though this may be from more of a social expectations.
I feel like your extroversion is like really playing a role into your type. But seeing that we should take it like with, like your
Yeah.
extroversion wasn't that far.
Yeah.
Very loyal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sensitive and warm. Seek harmony. Strong team players. And win-win situations are the stuff smiles are made of.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Good at connecting with others. Strong need to belong and have no problem with small talk.
Yeah, I get that actually.
Yeah. Weaknesses. Should we expose you or should we not?
Yeah, go on, expose me. Let's see what's wrong with me.
I don't think it's wrong. Worried about their social status. I don't think that applies to you at all.
No.
Unless maybe at work. You did say you really care what people
I
think.
care about my work reputation.
Yeah, well, that could apply
worry
to that.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that could apply like socially at work.
No, I don't have
Inflexible.
friends at work. I just do well for my betters.
Yeah. Inflexible. Push their own beliefs too hard? No, I don't think that you do. But I can say that you can be inflexible. I feel like once you have your mind made, like it's hard to change your mind. You're pretty like set.
But that's saying that I placed importance on what is socially acceptable.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't really agree with that, but I'm
No.
like inflexible as an overall. I feel like could be.
Yeah.
Like I think you're stubborn. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah.
I just think you are.
We had this conversation last time just about something
Really?
I'm stubborn about, like with the way I am with Jake. Like we have our set things
Yeah.
that we do, and I will just straight up refuse to do
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, you're just like very you sometimes like inflexible for like a principle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reluctant to innovate or improvise. Not so much, I don't think.
Unwilling to step out of comfort zones? Nah.
Vulnerable to criticism. I'd say you are. You're definitely a person who's gonna like go and lash out to someone saying dumb shit under your comments or something.
Oh yeah. But that's not criticism. That's
Yeah,
dumb.
I know.
If someone actually has criticism,
Yeah. You'll
then I
listen.
won't lash out. If
Yeah.
someone's just saying dumb shit, then I will be like, fucking excuse me.
Yeah. I don't know about this part because I don't know actually.
I'm even hurt if someone criticizes their habits, beliefs, or traditions. I don't really have.
But especially if a person is close to them. I don't know about that. Maybe. Often.
I don't have any beliefs or traditions that I think are there to be criticized.
Often too needy. Consoles in
so false.
Too selfless.
Fishing for compliments in an attempt to get reassurance of how much they are valued.
Oh my god, that's just Twitter. In a nutshell.
Tell me you love me. Tell me you love me.
Tell me I'm right in everything.
Oh.
Too selfish.
Selfless.
Selfless, sorry.
You're just trying to attack me now.
I don't think so, though. Right?
No, yeah,
Okay,
I
let's do
don't
mine, and then we can
know
carry
this.
on with yours again.
Yeah, go on.
Shall
What do
we?
you
Oh my god, I did. It's the same one. I told you I will remember the icon.
Oh,
Uh,
you're extroverted as well. Cool.
yeah, bit less, but still.
I've already forgotten what my letters were.
Yeah, it's very hard to remember, but I remember from the picture because I have like a, photographic memory. It's the same one, which is making me happy that it's the same one. It's consistency. Extroverted, intuitive rather than observant. Oh, interesting. Um, feeling is 71%. Oh, thinking 29. Oh no. Wouldn't go that far. This is the one that you also were surprised by yourself, no?
Yeah.
We must have answered some like feeling stuff. Judging more than prospecting. Yeah. Okay. And assertive rather than turbulent. That was different to you, I think, no? No,
No,
it
I was assertive. Yeah, my A is
was
remained.
different.
I was observant rather than intuitive.
Oh, and I'm way more feeling. But you also were feeling.
Otherwise, the like swing on it is the same, other than on energy.
No thanks.
You are a warrior.
Natural born leaders full of passion and charisma, sure. 2% of population. Nice. Oftentimes politicians. Watch me go into politics, never. Coaches or teachers. I did want to become a teacher, to be honest.
Reaching out and inspiring others to achieve and do good in the world. That's so you.
I feel like I feel very uncomfortable reading this for myself. So if you can't see, just read it.
The natural confidence that begets influence, protagonists take a great deal of pride and joy in guiding others to work together to improve themselves and their community. I think that's very you.
Oh, I hope so.
Firm believers in the people, drawn to strong personalities, protagonists radiate authenticity, concerns, and altruism, unafraid to stand up and speak when they feel something needs to be said. Yeah. They find it natural and easy to communicate with others, especially in person, and their intuitive trait helps people with the protagonist personality type to reach every mind. It is through facts and logic, or be it through facts and logic or raw emotion. Protagonists easily see people's motivations and seemingly disconnected events and are able to bring these ideas together and communicate them as a common goal with eloquence that is not short of mesmerizing.
Oh wow.
You are mesmerizing.
This is not humbling at all.
Very you.
I mean, I don't feel right saying that about myself. I hope so.
Well, people in the chat are agreeing, so the interest protagonists have in others is genuine, almost to a fault. When they believe in someone, they can become too involved in the other person's problems.
Okay, yeah, I'll admit to that.
Luckily, this
it's way easier for me to admit my faults than like listen to this. Like, look how good you are.
I've lost where I was. Luckily, this trust tends to be self-fulfilling prophecy as protagonists' altruism and authenticity inspire those they care about to become better themselves. But if they aren't careful, they can overextend their optimism, sometimes pushing others further than they're ready or willing to go.
Oof.
Protagonists are vulnerable to another snare as well. They have a tremendous capacity for reflecting on and analysing their own feelings. But if they get too caught up in another person's plight, they can develop a sort of emotional hypochondria, seeing other people's problems in themselves.
This is me saying I'm like an empath, but really I'm just too involved.
Yeah. Trying to something
called out.
Wrong.
Can you see me? Because it's gone completely dark. I don't know if I need to put the light on.
It is very dark, but I can see you. I think the light
I'll put a light on also. Just gonna grab water. 1 second.
This is very you, though.
The cable.
Where was I? If they get to a point where they're held back by limitations someone else is experiencing, it can hinder protagonists' ability to see past the dilemma and be of any help at all. When this happens, it is important for protagonists to pull back and use that self-reflection to distinguish between what they really feel and what is a separate issue that needs to be looked at from another perspective.
I also brought myself a stroop waffle because I got hungry when we talked about pizza.
Nice, nice.
Just do not eat the cable. Okay.
It's very you, I think. I don't like mine.
Yours wasn't too you so far. Maybe it will be. Okay. Oh, Barack Obama. If only. Oh, Daenerys score. Although she was completely mental at the end there.
Spoilers, Jesus.
Not really. That doesn't tell you anything. Okay. Time to roast myself after the strengths.
Tolerant.
I'd say so. Depends on the bullshit level.
They admit they don't have all the answers. Reliable.
Yeah. That's one of the things.
Charismatic. Oh my god. Charismatic. Yes. Charm and popularity are qualities protagonists have in spades.
I don't know. I don't really think I'm charismatic. I think I can be really like awkward in person.
Oh, I think you're very charismatic.
I don't like this chat.
Altruistic. You know any qualities? Yeah. Natural leaders.
Okay, let's go to weaknesses. Overly idealistic. Through circumstance or nature or simple misunderstanding, people fight against them and defy the principles they've adopted. Possibly too selfless.
That's the same one I had.
Yeah, I think that would maybe apply when I said that, oh, I think of other people and sometimes don't make a decision if I would be happy with it because of other people.
Yeah.
So that could be that, but too sensitive. Oh my god, yes. Yes. 100%. Fluctuating self-esteem. Called out. Struggle to make tough decisions. Only in very few areas of my life, to be honest. So that was not too. Okay, let's go to your romantic relationships. Prizing social validation. Why is it all about social stuff with you? I think that's the biggest miss in your description. And a sense of belonging so highly, romantic relationships hold a special level of importance. Okay, that makes sense. No other kind of relationship provides people with the console personality type with the same level of support and devotion and the feelings of security and stability, that come with strong romantic relationships are extremely warming. With such a goal in mind,
just flicking back up. Consoles don't do casual flings.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm very there for that.
Yeah, so I didn't even see that. They need to know that their partners will always be there by their side, offering unwavering support and marriage and marriage.
No. Marriage?
Yeah, marriage. With such a goal in mind, console personalities take each stage from dating to everything thereafter very seriously. Everything about console's relationship is based on satisfying mutual needs, from creating understanding early on to building mutual respect and support for each other's opinions and goals. Knowing that they are loved and appreciated has a huge effect on console's moods and self-esteem. Correct?
Correct.
I think it's just the social bit that got like lost in your thing, but everything else maybe is okay. If they feel like this support isn't there, such as when their partner delivers criticism, consoles can feel extremely hurt. People with the console's personality type dislike conflict and criticism, which can make it challenging to address any problems that come up. Nothing is more hurtful or depressing to consoles than to realize that their partner doesn't respect their dreams or opinions. Consoles can be surprisingly tough and tireless in the face of hardship, but they need to know without a doubt that their partners are behind them 100%. Comments?
I don't really have Any strong opinions on that paragraph?
Unfortunately, less mature consoles may lack the inner strength and wisdom to attract this in healthy ways. I don't think you're less mature. Unrelated.
Being very needy, compromising their own principles and values. No.
Yeah, that's not you. Consoles are warm, loyal people who want to feel trusted and valued. They are great with practical matters like money management. And I just remembered you freaking out about the taxes thing and and administrative tasks, and are happy to take on such responsibilities in the name of taking care of the people they care about in wonderful quality.
I can pay someone to do it.
Yeah.
I will.
That's like literally opposite of you. You're like, nope, someone else do it.
You know what? Actually, I am good with money management. Like, in terms of savings, like me and Jake saved and bought a house within 11 months. I'm good with money management. Good with savings, paying what needs to be paid, and making sure I've got emergency funds, etc. Good with money management that way. And in a way, administrative tasks, like I manage all of our house admin. But when it comes to certain things, if I can pay someone to do it for me, because it stresses me out, especially when it's admin tasks around money, like paperwork to do with money.
Yeah.
It stresses me out to the point where I cannot do it. Managing the actual money, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Legal paperwork about the money.
So semi-correct.
Yeah.
Often very organized in how their relationships develop, following established dating rules and traditions. As the relationship enters more sexual stages, I don't know if we need to know that. Emphasis on process and tradition continue with established gender roles and socially acceptable activities. What?
Yeah, I ain't into none of that kinky shit.
However, since they are so centered on their physical world and are quite emotional, they tend to be very affectionate and sensual and overall great sexual partners. Like Jake, do you agree? People with this personality type love to find ways to make their partners happy, and this sort of intimacy is a great way to do so. Anyway, I feel like this is getting a bit
How much?
Yeah. Okay.
What about your sex life?
I think we'll stop earlier before we go there, but
right.
my reading so I can rest my. Actually, I'll just eat. Let's be honest.
People who share the protagonist personality type feel most at home when they are in a relationship, and few types are more eager to establish a loving commitment with their chosen partners. Protagonists take dating and relationships very seriously, selecting partners with an eye towards the long haul rather than the more casual approach that might be expected from some types in the explorer role group. There's really no greater joy for protagonists than to help along the goals of someone they care about, and the interweaving of lives that a committed relationship represents is the perfect opportunity to do just that.
Mm-hmm.
You're a slow
I only had one not serious relationship, and even then I was thinking of serious stuff. Not a fling person.
Even in the dating phase, people with the protagonist personality type are ready to show their commitment by taking the time and effort to establish themselves as dependable and trustworthy partners. Their intuitive trait helps them to keep up with the rapidly shifting moods that are common early in relationships, but protagonists will still rely on conversations about their mutual feelings, checking the pulse of the relationship by asking how things are and if there's anything else they can do. While this can help to keep conflict, which protagonists abhor, to a minimum, they also risk being overbearing or needy.
Oh my god, 100%. That's one of the issues with me and Logan.
Protagonists should keep in mind that sometimes the only thing that's wrong is being asked what's wrong.
Oh my god, today Logan, literally, I was like, hey, you okay? Is everything okay? And it's like, the only thing that's not okay is you asking what's wrong. I don't like this. Let's move to friendship.
Okay. You're being called out too much.
No, it's totally fine. I just noticed I'm gonna go into like sexual thing. No one needs to know. uh, Sorry, I'm chewing.
Okay.
Anything in the comments?
People agreed that the things about you are very you. I feel like it focuses too much on social importance with Jade.
Yeah.
That implies a shallowness, whereas Jade has a lot more depth. Thanks.
You're very 3D.
Thank you. You can look at the descriptions of all the different types. I think you should look at a different type like ENTJ.
Just pick one.
Pick one I like.
Mhm.
Do you want to carry on with yours or?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if people find this like interesting or if we're going into too much detail. We can maybe just read the colored ones.
Yeah.
Console personalities are also sensitive to the traditions of friendship, seeing the support they offer as much as a responsibility as a pleasure. Philosophy of genuine connection is core to the protagonist's personality type, and while it is visible in the workplace and in romance, it is clearest in the breadth and depth of protagonist friendships. What else is there? There's parenthood, but like that doesn't apply to either of us.
And my parenthood one says.
There's career paths. So yours says, because their traits are so strongly expressed, leading with practical sense and social vigor, the careers they find most satisfying usually revolve around making the best use of these qualities. Well organized, enjoying bringing order and structure to their workplace, and often work best in environments with clear, predictable hierarchies and tasks. Monotony and routine work are not a challenge for the console personality type, as they are happy to do what needs to be done. Yes, no?
Fair, yeah, I guess.
Careers as administrators are a natural fit, allowing consoles to organize not just an environment, but the people in it. The practical skills combine well with their dependability, making console personalities surprisingly good accountants, though they often prefer to be personal accountants, helping people and interacting with them directly instead of corporate accountants crunching numbers in some back room. Purely analytical careers are often too dull for consoles, though. They need human interaction and emotional feedback to be truly satisfied in their line of work. Good listeners and enthusiastic team members, people with the console personality type, are excellent providers of medical care and social work. Teaching is another great option, as consoles are comfortable with authority, but are supportive and friendly enough to keep that authority from feeling overbearing. Consoles' best careers all have the additional benefit of providing them with perhaps their most important requirement, to feel appreciated and know they've helped someone.
All I want is for people to tell me they love me. Tell me I'm important. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Workplace habits.
Begging people to tell them they're important.
I don't know, how would you say that? Is that correct or not so much?
I get the whole would want to be more involved with people than sat in a room doing paperwork all day. Like, I get that for sure. An analytical career would not be for me, but it also said about like teaching and social work, which is no. Law enforcement, military service. Ooh.
No, will cause them to burn out quickly.
Fair.
I can't find just the bits that I don't want to read it all. It's kind of like getting boring. But I'm like, I can't find the bits where it just says like, oh, they usually go for this.
HR administrators, event coordinators, and politicians.
Where are you seeing that? Oh, I see it.
Yeah. Anything that helps a community or organization operate more smoothly.
Politicians. Still laughing at that.
Isn't your job like community manager or something? Your job title?
Part of it, yeah. There was more like production now, but yeah.
Yeah.
Conclusions.
Oh my god. That house is on fire.
Accurate. I just want to look at the types. I don't want to take it this. I want to look at types. Read about types.
Right.
I'm gonna make this into a big one.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay. Okay, so this is from analysts. We have architect. Oh wait, but you have to click on it to like see. I don't think we're gonna go through all 16.
Just scroll through what the pictures are.
Well, there's an architect, imaginative and strategic thinkers with a plan for everything. Could be you.
No, I don't plan anything, remember?
Okay, never mind. Inventors with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge.
Nah.
Commander, I already feel like that's not you. Debater,
Nah.
so diplomats. Advocate, quiet and
That's
mystical.
what I was last time. I
Oh,
remember the man with the wand.
this dude, the magician.
Yeah, I was that last time.
Ah, quiet and mystical, yet very inspiring and tireless. So which one was different? Extroverted, intuitive.
That's yours. You're on
Oh, why is that showing that? I want to see.
comparing.
Oh, I see. But where's the? I wanted to see the stats. What's the difference then?
Tell you. That's
Introvert.
an INF.
Yeah, it's an
What
introvert.
was I? An ENFJA.
Yeah. So I'm thinking it might just
Oh
be
no,
that.
because ENFJA is what you were. So what was I?
Yeah. I don't remember now.
Scroll down, we'll find it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Smart. Wait. That one.
What was the birthday cake?
Yeah.
ESFJA. What's the S?
Let me just. S is.
Oh, observant. Okay, rather than intuitive.
Why is it not an O?
I don't know.
Regardless. Asking the important questions. But yeah, maybe that one's just more you.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna stop sharing. I want to see your face. I haven't seen your face in ages.
I'm still here.
But yeah, so that was 2 hours and a half, 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Totally 12 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed.
12 minutes.
If you've done this as well, do you think that yours matches yours? I definitely agree that Jade's doesn't quite add up. Obviously this is just for funsies, but
yeah. I think we should do something stupid, like if we ever do personality quizzes again, like which Pokemon are you? That's a quiz already.
Oh, we should do that next time on your channel as well, like next Friday. Because that would be just fun, like just like BuzzFeed quizzes.
Stupid personality quizzes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be super fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're probably gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah, it's 2.5 hours.
I know. Sorry it's so late. I don't even know if people are still watching. But like
that hasn't moved in a while. Is anyone still here?
Yeah, maybe we're just talking. It was just fine too. Okay. Well, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with us. It's always a pleasure. Hope you have a very relaxing, calm weekend. Or parties, if that's what you want. If you can, wherever you live. And we will see you next time.
Yes, we shall. Next week. Woo!
Bye.
Bye.